Okay, thank you, Bunny. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the ethical report card of companies now. My name is Mariko Yamaoka, and I am the director of the Not for Sale Japan and the co-director of the SSRC, which I'm going to talk about. So the this is the first time that we explain the ethical report card in English. So thanks very much for joining us tonight. And the ethical report card is the project being carried out by the SSRC, Citizens Network to build a sustainable society through responsible consumption. Very long name. So SSRC was founded to promote the ethical consumption in 2016, when SDGs started, by various NGOs and NPOs that work in the fields of environment, consumers' rights, etc., etc. So we are the network of many different organizations. And it is now comprised of 38 organizations from 18 prefectures throughout Japan. Like I just said, we aim to promote ethical consumption. And in order to have more ethical products, we thought consumers should demand more such products so that the retailers and manufacturers will carry and produce more ethical goods. But in reality, consumers cannot easily find information on what the ethical products are and where they can buy such products. So we realized that first we need to spread more information on ethical products. Thus, our two projects started. One is Guricho, or Green and Ethical Choices. It's a listing of ethical products on a website. We give information about each product's names and why we think they are ethical. Another project is the ethical report card of companies, which we are going to talk about today. Excuse me. So, these are the list of the fields of categories that we cover in our ethical report card project. There are 7 main categories: sustainability management structure, consumer protection and support, human rights and labor practices, social responsibility and contribution, peace and non-violence, and animal welfare. These are the 6 categories, and the 7th is the environment. And the environment category is divided into 6 subcategories. They are environmental governance, climate change, waste reduction, biodiversity, chemicals, and water. So we create our own checklist to be filled in in order to calculate the grades for each company. The checklist file is comprised of 12 Excel spreadsheets. This is how it looks like, and this is the very beginning of the spreadsheet of human rights and labor practices category. We have columns of questions, answer choices, and where we put check marks right here, check marks, and explain and explain why we selected this answer. And there are spaces where the company put their own check marks and explain why they selected this answer. The columns of points allotted and points acquired will be hidden when the Excel files are sent to the companies. So how we grade the companies. So this is the process chart of the project. First, SSRC members divided into 12 groups investigate using publicly available sources like the company's website, integrated corporate reports, past news articles or reports issued by other NGOs or research organizations. And this is very important. We don't just send the companies the blank sheet of checklist and ask them to fill in. We do preliminary research and then send it to the company. The company will review the checklist results, enter the suggestion of their check, and provide new information and send it back to SSRC. And we review the company's proposals and decide whether to accept it or not and send it again to the company. So, after approximately 2 rounds of such communications, we finalize the result and come up with the final grades. We think having a conversation online is our unique way of communicating with corporations. Usually in March, we have the result showing meeting where each of the 12 teams explain the results and trends of the report card and talk about the issue and topics of each category. In the past few years, we have been having a dialogue with the companies after the result showing to receive feedback of the project, to give advice from the standpoint of civil society, and to discuss the issues that are unique to the industry. So these are the industries that we covered in the past. Right now, we are doing the investigation of toiletry industry, the large-scale manufacturers of shampoos, soaps, toothpaste, and other daily goods. So this is for the this year, 2024. So those are the industries, and we covered apparels 2 times, and food processings twice. So this is how the final result came to look like. This is the latest result, the apparel companies. You may see that the grades are different among companies and also among the categories. We don't calculate the average or total score for each company. The reason is that if we do that, it would automatically rank the companies. We don't want to do that because if we rank the companies according to the total score, it would prevent the viewers to see the results of each categories. We want the viewers of the ethical report card to judge the company according to their own interest. So this is the result of 6 subcategories of the environment. So finally, I hope that the consumers use the ethical report card and change their way of shopping. I hope that everyone understands that they have the power of consumers and can leverage the power of buying as a tool to change the world. And so this is how we see the project promote ethical society through companies' contribution. We have learned through the dialogue with companies we researched that they recognize their own benefit from being target companies. We hope to continue promoting ethical society through this ethical report card project. So we have not given information in English so often. These are the very few information that we have on the ethical report card of companies. Our website has an English page, but unfortunately the content is almost 5 years old. The blog article that Eco Networks has made was from 2024 and covering the results showing meeting of apparel industry. So this is the brief introduction of ethical report card of companies. Thank you.